Hello, and today we'll be checking out the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace Shopify connector plugin, and basically we'll be checking the workflow of the particular plugin at the vendor's end, and then the admins, and we'll be checking how the admin can configure this particular plugin before making use of the same within his multi-vendor marketplace. So this particular plugin that we have actually helps the store owners to connect their Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace website with the multiple Shopify accounts to sync the products orders from Shopify to Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace store. And apart from that, the admin can allow the marketplace sellers to connect their Shopify account as well as per their requirement there, so the vendors can also register their Shopify stores. It also helps the admin and the sellers to synchronize the products and the orders from their respective Shopify account. And kindly note that this particular plugin is an add-on to the Webkul's Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace. So to make use of this particular plugin, you'll have to have the multi-vendor marketplace module for the Magento 2 platform first, and then we'll be able to basically connect our Magento 2 marketplace store with the multiple Shopify accounts so as to synchronize the products orders from Shopify to Magento 2 marketplace store. Now, before proceeding further, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then kindly do give it a thumbs up. Now, first of all, we'll go to the vendors in, and right now you can see that I've already logged into my marketplace vendor account, and on the left hand side this block is the marketplace options here, as you can see. Now here, let's see how the marketplace vendors can basically connect their Shopify account within the store itself under the account panel. So for that, they'll have to go to the Shopify Connect option, and as you can see, under that we have different sub-menu options like the account connect, map categories, map products, map orders, export to Shopify, listing template, and the price rule. So you'll have to go to the account connect option. That's the very first one, and from there you'll be able to set up your Shopify account and can connect that with your Magento 2 web store. So this is how this particular thing comes up, the account connect. So here you'll have to set up your store name, choose the attribute set for your products, enter the API key and the password there, and for the Shopify basically. So you'll have to create an app at the Shopify, and thereafter you'll be able to get the API key and the password for the same. Then you'll have to set up your domain name, as you can see right now. That's from the from the Shopify store. You'll be able to set up the default category for the products that would be inputted from the Shopify into your Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace web store. Then you can choose the default store views where you want to have it. Then you have an option here to import the products. So whether you want to import all products or only mapped categories products. So from this you can choose to import products from Shopify into your Magento 2 store basically, and you can choose all products, or you can also choose only the mapped categories that are having those products for the respective products there. Then we have the product description with the HTML. So from here you can choose to set up the product description with the hypertext markup language, and you can choose it as a yes, otherwise to not make use, choose a no. Then we have the price rule applicable for. So now here you can choose the price rule that would be applicable for the products, be it being imported from the Shopify into the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace web store, or from the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace web store to Shopify. So to Shopify it would be export product, and the price rule would be applicable, and according to your price rule the price would be increase decrease as required by the admin. Then we have basically we had the import and export products, and export is from Shopify to Magento 2 marketplace store, and this one is from Shopify into the Magento 2 store. Then we have the order status for the orders, so you can choose them up you can choose a status there as per your own requirement. Then we have the currency conversion rate. Okay, so you'll have to set up the currency conversion rate as well, and then you'll have to set up the default product quantity, and this particular quantity would be used in case the quantity is 0 while exporting of the products. So depending upon the product quantity that you have set here, if you're exporting the product, and at that time if the quantity is 0 for the products there, then the entered default product quantity here would be assigned to those products. Then we have the option to select the template, and from the drop down you can choose any of the templates that you've already created. So basically the templates can be created from here itself. That's under this listing templates, and the ones that you've created would then be accessible here for selection. Then you'll have to choose the product type for export from Magento to the Shopify there, and the Magento 2 marketplace basically. And from here you can choose a single one, or you can also go for multiple product types for the export. And lastly we have the other information, and here we can set up the text for the details of the same. And thereafter you'll have to save your account, and as soon as you save your account, your Shopify account would be connected to your Magento 2 web store. So you can also go through the user guide of this particular plugin that I've attached within the description below, and you can also check the live demo there, and and thereafter you can check the functionality there if you have any queries. So right now I'm just giving an overview of what different options and are there for this particular Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace to Shopify integration. So that was about the first one. That's here, the account connect. Now let's go through the rest of the options. So I'll just open them up in the windows, and then we'll go through each of them one by one. So now after we have connected our account, let's go to the map categories section. So here you can see that here the marketplace Shopify map category option is there. So here you'll have to choose the Magento category that you want to basically map with the Shopify, and then according to the chosen one, for example if we go for bottoms, then for the Shopify category we'll have to choose the respective category there that would be accepting the bottoms. Then apart from that, you can also see the category mapping listing that you've created. So here you can see that we have the eco collection, and the Shopify category was back, and if you want you can also basically delete this mapping, as you can see from here. And after entering, just tap here on the save store button to add this particular category here, and this would be then displayed here under this particular section. So for example, if I tap here on the save store button, you'll be seeing that that particular category mapping would be now listed here under this section. So here you can see the success message as well, that your Magento 1 category is synchronized with the Shopify category there. So that's how we can map the categories there. And now here you can see that we have the Magento category as bottoms. Now for the bottoms on the Shopify category, we have the Shopify cat 1, and you can check the rest of the details as well. So that's how you can make or you can do the category mapping there. Thereafter, what other option we have? The map products and the map orders. So let's go to the map products first. So from here, the marketplace vendor can import the products from Shopify into his Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace web store account, and can list those products there as well. So here you can see a complete list of product IDs, the Shopify product IDs, the product name, type, and the category. So here you can see that we are having the simple and the configurable type products as well. And now to import the product, what you need to do is you need to tap here in the import button. Apart from that, you can also filter out the map products by entering the details here for the filter, and can apply the filter as well. So to import the products, I'll just tap here in the import button. So I'm just giving you an overview, so if I miss something, please don't worry about that. Just check the content that I've added in the description below of this particular plugin. So you can see now that total 14 products have been imported into your store from Shopify. And now after the what we say as the import here, after we have tapped import, 14 products have been imported from what we say as from the Shopify into your Magento 2 store. Now to create the products within the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace by the vendor, he needs to tap here on the run profiler button. So here you can see that it has started executing in another window. So here you can see that skipped complete track SKU this already exists. So I'd already imported the products from there. So that's why you're seeing right now that already exists. If there were any new products at the Shopify, then they would have been accordingly imported. So total 14 products to import completed. So that's how we can basically map the products and can import the products from Shopify into your Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace web stores vendor account panel, so that the vendors can list those products thereafter. Now after the map product, we have map orders. So let's go to the map orders. So here you can see that similarly we can import the orders from Shopify into your Magento 2 store there. Apart from that, you can also filter out the mapped orders. You can also make the bulk actions like delete any of the already created mapped orders. So to import the orders from Shopify into your Magento 2 store there, you'll have to tap here on the import button, just like the product that we did, and then we need to run the profiler. So if I tap here on the import button, now if I just scroll down here, and now let's see how we can export to Shopify, then how we can create the listing template, and lastly the price rules. So to export to Shopify from Magento 2 marketplace vendor account panel into his Shopify account, what he needs to do is he needs to go to the export to Shopify page. So here we have the marketplace Shopify export products page, and from here the marketplace vendor can choose the product that he has created, and after selecting them from the drop down here, he'll have to tap on the export to Shopify button, and basically that would synchronize and would export the products from Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace web store vendor's account or the vendor's products there to his Shopify account as well. And then you'll be having that particular success message for the same, and if there are any errors, those would also be displayed on the screen itself. Now coming to the other options here, we have the listing template. So now let's go to the listing template. So from here the vendor can create the marketplace Shopify templates, and the created ones would then be displayed here under this section. The vendors can filter the Shopify templates as well, and to create any template, just tap here on the create template button, and that will bring up the template section, and from here you'll have to set up the title for the same. You have the what you see is what you get editor. You can choose the title. The template content can be created by you, and you can set up the status for this as enabled or disabled for the template that you're going to use. Now apart from that, under the Shopify templates here, the vendors can map the product attributes with the template variables as well, and to do so, here you can see that we have the Magento store product attribute and the template variables. So if I tap here in the add option, we'll have these drop downs, and accordingly we can choose the template variables for the Magento 2 store product attributes, for example like this. And you can also add multiple options there as per your requirement. You can delete those as well. So for example, if we set it as test 56, test 56, and then I'll just tap here on the save template button. So you can see that the listing template has been successfully saved, and we have created this listing. We can also edit it by tapping here on the edit link under the actions column, and can make the required changes as well. Now coming to the other option that we have is the price rule. Let's go to the price rule section. So here the marketplace vendor can create the Shopify price rules for the import or the export from Magento 2 to Shopify, and from Shopify to Magento 2 depending there. So he can add the extra amount or can negate it as well. So to create a price rule, just tap here on the create price rule button, and here you can see that we have the product price from and the two values. So if we have a product that falls between 100 and 500, then what operation type you want to say, fixed or percentage fixed, then the operation type we have chosen, then the operation whether we want to increase or decrease it. So we'll basically increase it or decrease as required. Then we'll set up the amount with which the what we say as the increase should be done, and the status is enabled, and thereafter you'll just have to tap here on the save store button, and your Shopify product price rule would be created. Same is from the Shopify to the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace itself. And after creation, you can also edit it under the actions column by tapping here in the edit link. So basically if you've understood this, you can create the price rules, so you can increment or decrement the price for your products after you've synchronized on the both sides as required. So that was basically much about the marketplace vendors account options for the Shopify Connect, so as to connect their account of Shopify with the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace web stores account of the respective vendor. Now let's hop onto the admin backend panel, and let's see how the admin can make the initial configuration settings for this particular plugin. So for that, I'll just be signing out of this particular one, and just give me a second for that. So we'll be just logging into our admin backend panel, and by entering my username and password. All right, I'll just tap here one more time. It says invalid form key, please refresh the page. All right, we have logged into our dashboard right now, as you can see. Now to make the initial configuration settings, I'll just show you how we can do that, and apart from that, I'll also be showing you how to get the Shopify API credentials that we were initially talking about. So now let's see how we can make the initial configuration settings. Also, after the successful installation, you'll have the multi-store Shopify Magento Connect side panel option here, and under that you'll be having the Shopify Account Connect, listing templates, and the price rules. So first let's go through these, and then we'll check the initial configurations in the backend. So first of all, we have the Shopify Account Connect, and under this section the admin can, or the marketplace admin can, add his own Shopify account as well, so as to bring the product from his Shopify store into the Magento 2 marketplace store, or from the same to the Shopify itself. So here you can see that the store name is for Magento Webkul, and the Shopify user ID on the Shopify is this. So we can also edit it as per our own requirements. So to add multiple Shopify accounts, you can also tap here on the add Shopify account button. The same goes for the marketplace vendors as well. So if I tap here on the add Shopify account button, we'll be taken to the Shopify account page, wherein we'll have to set up where we need to connect the Shopify account. So we'll be choosing the a unique store name for your account here. You'll choose the category or the attribute set ID for the products. So that depends upon your requirement there. Then you'll have to set up your API key, password, and the domain name as we were doing for the vendor there. So these keys can be checked. How we can get them by checking our user guide that I've attached within the description below. So please do go through that. And after entering these details, just tap here on the Save Shopify Account button, and we're done and good to go. Now after that, we have the Shopify listing templates. So here you can see that the admin can find the complete list of templates here. He can also delete them, enable or disable the templates by first choosing them individually as well as in bulk. Apart from that, the admin can also edit the listing templates by tapping here in the edit link under the actions column, and the admin can see the status and the creation date of the template itself. So to create a new one, just tap here in the create template button, and that would basically create the Shopify listing template. So that would be from Magento to Shopify itself. So here also you can see that the test 56, so we created it from the vendor's end, so that is also visible here to the admin. So the admin can create a template for his own there by tapping here in the create template button, and that would basically bring up the Shopify new listing page template. So here you'll set up the title for the same, and for the listing template you'll choose whether you want to have the template content as here, so you can show and hide the section here. So you can insert images, variables. So just tap here to bring back the editor there, then set the status as enabled or disabled as per your requirement there for the listing template. Then you'll have to map the product attribute with the template variable. So for that you'll have to tap here in the add option, and now we can map the product attributes with the template variables for the Magento 2 store products with the template variables. So from here we can choose, for example, color, and we can give it a name for the template variable, and we can add multiple number of these there, and then just tap here on the save button, and this listing template that you have created for the Shopify would then be listed under the Shopify listing template section. All right, and now let's go to the last one, that's the price rules for the Shopify. So here you can see that we had already created the vendor price rule, and that is visible still here, as you can see. If you remember that, you can also delete, enable or disable the options from here for the price rules. To add it new price rule, just tap here in the add rule button, and that brings up the product price rule section. So from here the marketplace admin can set up the product price from and to values, and if any product falls between the product price from and to values, then the vendor or the marketplace admin can choose the operation whether you want to increase the price by percentage, or you want to have it as a fixed amount. So you can choose that according to your requirement, and then you'll have to choose the operation that you want to do for the operation type fixed or percentage. So from here you can increase or decrease the amount, and similarly for the price, here you'll be setting up the price that you want to increment or decrement, and depending upon fixed, if it's fixed at 10, then $10, otherwise if it's 10, then it's 10% of the product price. Then we have the Shopify store here. So from the drop down you can choose your Shopify web store for which this particular price rule should be applicable, and you can enable it up as well. And thereafter you'll have to tap here in the save product price rules, and we are done creating the price rules from the admin's end for the admin products that are being imported or that are being exported, and vice versa. Now to make the initial configuration settings, let's navigate to stores and then configuration. And on the configuration page on the left hand side we have the Webkul block, as you can see, and here we have the option that's the multi Shopify Magento Connect. So this plugin helps the vendors as well as the marketplace admin to add up multiple Shopify accounts, and then make the product synchronization to and from their respective stores. So here we have the general settings for the same, and here you can set up the update product quantity. So if you want to update the product quantity at Shopify store after after an order has been placed, then you'll have to choose it as a yes. Otherwise, if you don't want to update the product quantity at Shopify store after the order placed within the Magento 2 store, then you can choose it as a no. So it depends upon your requirement there. Then we have the update product option. So here you can choose a yes or a no. So if you choose as a yes, then the update of the products at Shopify stores would be done after the product has been saved at the Magento 2 end. So if you're editing a product and saving it on the Magento end, then if this one is set as yes, then the product would then be updated and synchronized at that very time. Lastly, we have the default source here, and this particular selected source would be assigned to all of the Shopify products by default. So whenever you're importing the products from Shopify into your account there for the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace as a vendor, then you'll have to choose the default source where these products would be set up. And lastly, you'll just have to tap here in the save configuration button to save the configuration settings. And to check how to get the Shopify API credentials, you'll have to log into your Shopify account online. Then you'll have to navigate to your apps section, okay, and then you'll have to navigate to your app page as we are right now. And here we have the manage private apps at the bottom that has been set with a red border here. So that's for checking that this is the option. So you'll have to, after going to the apps, then go to the manage private apps, and here you'll be redirected to the private app page. So all of the respective private apps would be displayed here, and from here you can create a new private app by tapping here on the create a new private app. So then you'll have to set up the app details. So you'll have to create the private app by setting up the private app name, the emergency developer email address, and thereafter you'll have to set up the rest of the things, and then tap here in the save button. Here you will also have to enter your private app name and the emergency developer email, as I've already told you, and then just tap the I understand and create the app button, and that displays this particular success message that the private app has been created successfully. Your API credentials are ready to use below. So if I scroll down a bit, here you can see that we have the API key and the password here that has been set up. So these two values for the API key and the password are then to be set up in the admin backend panel for the initial configuration settings of the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace Shopify connector plugin itself. So that you would have understood how we can set up the multiple Shopify accounts for the marketplace vendors, as well for the Magento 2 marketplace web store admin. And if you still have any questions, queries, or suggestions, then kindly reach back to us at support@webkul.com, or you can raise a ticket at webkul.uvdesk.com, or you can also contact us through www.webkul.com/contact for a faster response there. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great day ahead.